Well, breaking news coming in at this point in time. The BJP Central Election Panel meet and the subsequent Parliamentary Board meet on the alliance with the Shiv Sena has ended in New Delhi. After the CEC meet, which dragged on for nearly 3 hours, the party began the meeting of its highest decision-making body, the Parliamentary Board. The CEC held nearly a 3-hour-long marathon meeting over the deadlock in Maharashtra. The BJP central leadership is grappling over the state unit's pressure to call off the alliance if the Sena is not willing to cede to more seats. Several central BJP leaders seem to be split over the decision to snap ties with the oldest ally. The hectic parleys may now lead to a one-on-one discussion between both the alliance partners. In the worst-case scenario, both partners may opt to go it alone and try to stitch together a post-poll alliance. Deputy Editor Brijesh Pandey is joining me live from the national capital. Brijesh, two crucial meetings. The CEC met first, which was followed by the meeting of the Parliamentary Board on this seat-sharing dispute. At this point in time, there seems to be the BJP unrelenting and the Shiv Sena unrelenting. Has there been a formula that has been worked out in the hectic parleys that have been underway within the BJP?
Well, we don't know as of now because the meeting has just ended and the Prime Minister is about to leave the venue. Once the Prime Minister leaves, then the ministers will come out and then we'll get to know what exactly transpired in the meeting. But one thing is sure, that all sorts of permutation and combination, the feasibility of whether the BJP should go alone or should make sure that the alliance with the Shiv Sena remains intact even if the BJP has to settle for lesser number of seats. All these permutation and combinations and the feasibility of it was discussed first in the CEC and then in the Parliamentary Board, which is the highest body within the BJP, because this is one of the most crucial decision and important decision the party can take, because this is the oldest ally, one of the allies which was founded on the ideology plank or the ideology of Hindutva plank. And if we see a split between the Shiv Sena and the BJP, this split will have serious ramifications in the election of Maharashtra, because both parties will be vying for the same electoral share, and that might unwittingly they might end up helping the NCP Congress alliance, or they might not be able to reap as rich dividend as they were actually staring at, and which was very well within the grasp if they were in alliance. Because you have to remember that the NCP Congress is carrying a baggage of 15 years of rule in Maharashtra, so there's going to be a natural, very strong anti-incumbency factor in Maharashtra. And if these two alliances are intact, then the chances of BJP Shiv Sena forming the next government is kind of...
Well, absolutely. There's 15 years of an anti-incumbency factor that both the BJP and the Shiv Sena at this point in time are trying to leverage, and neither party at this juncture is willing to give in. Whichever party, remember, cedes to the number of seats will also lose face, given the fact that the Shiv Sena and the BJP have in fact been at loggerheads. Brijesh, stay on with us. Because while the CEC and the Parliamentary Board meeting has concluded in the national capital, the crucial huddle of the Shiv Sena on the seat sharing issue with the BJP has also come to an end. Sources have revealed that Shiv Sena may not agree to shed ground on its latest offer to the BJP. Uddhav Thackeray has reportedly told Sena leaders that there is no way he can come down from 151 seats. The Sena chief has now effectively put the ball back in the BJP's court. Sena chief has also said he had in fact called an emergency meeting. There was a huddle on at Matushri. Uddhav Thackeray had called all the top Sena leaders. Uddhav Thackeray had summoned the district chiefs, leaders, deputy leaders, district in charges. All of those leaders were in fact at Matushri. The BJP the meeting, remember, at Matushri was called after the BJP called Uddhav Thackeray's final offer of seats as impractical. The last effort by Uddhav included a seat-sharing formula which gives the BJP 119 seats, while the Sena keeps 151 seats, giving 18 seats to the 4 smaller allies. The latest offer, seen as the last one by the Sena, came with an ultimatum for the BJP to treat it as the last chance to save the alliance. My colleague Kamlesh Sutar now joins me live from Mumbai. Kamlesh, it was the last offer that the Shiv Sena had given, which was vehemently rejected by the BJP. It was called impractical. And while the CEC and the Parliamentary Board meet of the BJP has concluded, it remains to be seen, what formula they have really worked out. But having said that, at this point in time, the Sena is unrelenting on that figure of 151.
Well, Uddhav Thackeray's remarks and Uddhav Thackeray's statement that came in this morning at Rang Sharda is categorically said that 151 is the last offer, that is the last number that the Sena can settle on. Several Shiv Sena leaders who have been speaking throughout the day have told us that Shiv Sena has already shown its willingness to give its 18 seats. Remember, Rishika, Shiv Sena used to contest 169 as per the earlier formula of 169 and 119 seats. So giving away 18 seats is already a bigger sacrifice, and BJP, which was contesting 119 seats, has nothing to lose. It will be contesting its number of the same number of seats that it was contesting. So that there you have it, Shiv Sena saying that it's not going to come down by to below 151. BJP on the other hand is adamant. Shiv Sena, meanwhile, Uddhav Thackeray has been speaking to district leaders about the impact in case there is any eventuality of the alliance not being working out. He's been talking to several district chiefs, several leaders who are in charge of different districts about the preparedness in their constituency, and we waiting for the outcome. Waiting for the outcome. It will be only decided what next step Shiv Sena will be taking.
Well, absolutely, hectic parley is underway at 11 Ashoka Road and at Matushri. Sahil Joshi is also joining me live at this point in time from Mumbai. Sahil, the Shiv Sena and the BJP, both parties at this point in time unwilling to compromise in terms of numbers, but there is a 15-year anti-incumbency factor which neither party at this point in time wants to lose, because if they decide to split, they'll be handing it on a platter to the Congress and the NCP.
Absolutely, but for that the Congress and NCP also has to come together to take advantage of the situation, because if the Shiv Sena and BJP fight separately, then the Congress and NCP also has to be together. But right now it seems that even NCP and Congress are at loggerheads, because Prithviraj Chavan has already said that they won't bend, they won't relent, and NCP has called for a core committee meeting tomorrow to decide that there is no communication from Congress after the ultimatum. So what is the next course of action? Now what we are hearing is that if the BJP comes up with the list of candidates, then even Shiv Sena has prepared the list of candidates. So if the BJP announces the list of candidates, even Shiv Sena's list of candidates will be announced. So that it will be a step 2 of putting pressure on each other, rather than announcing that the alliance is over or they won't budge anymore. They will go on declaring the list of candidates which are undisputed seats. Like suppose the BJP is going to contest definitely on particular seats, then that particular list might be announced. The same way, even Shiv Sena might do that, but that is yet to be decided, because Uddhav Thackeray is sitting with the Shiv Sena leaders at this point of time, and no one is talking to anyone. They are just waiting what the BJP talks in Delhi after the meeting they are having in Delhi.
So the policy that the Shiv Sena at this point in time has adopted is a bit of a wait and watch policy. I'd like to bring in Brijesh at this point in time. Brijesh, the Sena at this point in time is waiting for a response from the BJP. The CEC and the parliamentary board have met, and it's clearly now the ball is in the BJP's court. Are they likely at all to cede ground?
It doesn't look like, because, you know, I mean, unfortunately for the alliance, both leaders, especially Uddhav Thackeray, has taken a stated position, and he has announced to the whole world that, you know, he won't cede a seat away, and the Sena wouldn't be willing to fight any seat way less than 151 seats, and the 119 seat which he offered to BJP was his final offer. Now, the BJP is you know, smells blood in Maharashtra, and they will never let go of this opportunity until and unless Narendra Modi weighs it down and tells party to, you know, respect the alliance more than the party's interest in Maharashtra, which is also highly unlikely. There is no way BJP will be willing to cede ground, because they also feel that, you know, this is their most golden opportunity within in Maharashtra to make sure that they also emerge as an equal partner of Shiv Sena, and this is their chance that they also feel that their conversion rate is much better than Shiv Sena. So if they fight an equal number of seats, or give say 5 seats less than Shiv Sena, and are able to get or win more number of seats, then they will definitely be the natural claimant for the post of chief ministership.
Well, absolutely, that really is the crucial point, because the BJP has definitely been emboldened by the Lok Sabha elections and clearly seems undeterred by those by-poll results. However, as the senior leadership of both the BJP and the Shiv Sena are in a huddle, the BJP Maharashtra core group wants the party to go it alone. The core group has written to the BJP President Amit Shah that if the Shiv Sena will not be given a respectable seat, then the BJP should go it alone. Maharashtra BJP wants the High Command to snap the alliance with the Shiv Sena if the Sena plays hardball. The state BJP says it is ready to go it alone. Well, the crucial BJP huddle on Shiv Sena has concluded in the national capital, but clearly the mood among the party cadre is very different. I'd like to bring in Kamlesh Sutar at this point in time. Kamlesh, you've been interacting with party cadre of both the BJP and the Shiv Sena, and while the senior leadership of both parties are yet to come, speak with each other or cede ground or end this deadlock, it seems that the mood on the ground, the party cadre suggests that both parties, Shiv Sena and BJP, are ready to go it alone, contesting all 288 seats.
Well, it will be disastrous for both of them to contest all alone, because BJP
Right.
Shiv Sena knows the fact that the Congress NCP government, the Democratic Front government in Maharashtra, is facing the anti-incumbency wave, and the Congress NCP has been in power for 15 years. Also, Shiv Sena and BJP have performed remarkably well in the recently concluded Lok Sabha polls, with the alliance leading in more than 240
Right.
assembly seats in the Lok Sabha trend. So that is one point which they would not ignore, and if at all there is any solution that is to be sought, the solution would be only sought on these lines, that they have done remarkably well. If anything foolish is done, if they snap ties,
Well,
both of them
absolutely.
are
I'd
going
like to bring in
suffer.
Sahil at
The
this point
damage
in time,
will be
because
bilateral in this case.
it would be political suicide, Sahil, for both the BJP and the Shiv Sena to snap the alliance at this juncture of politics in Maharashtra, because the fact of the matter is that post Gopinath Munde's demise, there has been a vacuum that has been created in the BJP leadership in Maharashtra, and Uddhav Thackeray pretty much is that undisputed single leader who's also now staked claim for the top job. So why is it that if the Shiv Sena is now wanting to play king instead of kingmaker, the BJP has a problem?
See, actually, they are getting this chance after 15 years, because the 15 years of anti-incumbency, then the best result in during the Lok Sabha polls. So basically, this is the time when Shiv Sena and BJP leaders both had thought that this is a time that they can actually reach to the government, because they have smaller partners as well. But now the smaller partners only is a key issue, because 18 seats has to be given to these four smaller partners, and because of that this tussle is happening. Now the another part is that if the Shiv Sena and BJP alliance does not happen, it will have an impact on even Congress NCP alliance.
Absolutely.
Because the NCP leader Ajit Pawar has already said that all the parties should fight independently, and then we will come to know that who can actually form the government.
Well, absolutely. It's
Everyone wants
interesting
to get
because
out
the Congress and
alliance
the
and form.
NCP at this point in time also closely going to be watching where the BJP Shiv Sena
Right.
alliance really goes, because that split is only likely to benefit them the most, given the fact that there is obviously, that 15-year anti-incumbency wave that is riding high. Brijesh Pandey, Sahil Joshi and Kamlesh Sutar, stay on with us. Slipping into a